everybody, how y'all doing? We're checking out the and dropping wrenches, I guess. I'm having an issue with that today. The 6-inch 350 from last year. And I'm going to do what they call a leak down test. I want to make sure the valves are closed. And so we're just doing that. But anyway, if nobody's caught up on the other videos, this has 11 nights on it. It was built. They dyno tested it the other day. It didn't produce the horsepower like it should have. They did find out they had a miss. And okay, those. And now, before you guys condemn me on how I'm doing my leak down test, I know right now I'm pulling the heads anyway, so. But I want to check to make sure valves are sealing and see what's going on. But yeah. So anyway, this has been dyno tuned for 5 hours. They tried lots of things and they weren't able to get it to do what they wanted or what it needed to be doing. So the guy that dynoed it says, well, you know, I kind of got a compliment here. Come here. He says, he's built good motors, better have him look at it. So that's what we're doing. Anyway, so since all the valves are closed, we shouldn't hear nothing. Anyway, that's 90 pounds of air, so we're going to do a leak, actual leak down. Set this. Okay, that's set. It looks like about 30% leakage. It's in the green. It's in the green on cylinder number 7. Which that understandable. Cylinder rings and that. Now we'll check this one. Oh, why does that tighten up? Intake swivels. That one's got a little more leakage. That one was 60% on number 5. What the heck is going on here? Okay. Okay, clear to 0. Anyway. Okay, we're trying this again. Didn't realize my switch on my air compressor wasn't working. That's why I quit doing what it was supposed to do. So, cylinder number 5 got an intake leak. Intake valve's leaking. And it looks like right at 50%. Exhaust on number 3 looks like about 95% leakage, and I can't hold it. Okay, that moved the motor, so back that off, make sure that got the hood loose. Intake on number 1's leaking. Okay. Well, I'm going to check the other side. Well, actually, hang on here. Let's see if I do it that way. Do that. Oh, I got it. Okay, I'll bring you back. I got to take the valve cover off that side. Okay, for some of you that are probably going, why is he testing the heads this way other than off the motor? Because I don't have a way of testing off the motor as of right now. And if I'm finding that leaking through valves and that tells me something went wrong. So far there's nothing flowing past the rings, which is good. That's what we want. It's not going into the crankcase. Air compressor's on, and if that kicks on, I'm sorry. You know what? For just a second. Okay. Now I'm going to do something. Okay. Here's number 8 spark plug. These are number 7 V powered. Number 6, a little brown, which is okay. I don't know if they're focusing or not, but anyway, plugs don't look bad. I can hear it, but I want you guys to hear it, so I'm going to take the lift plate off for right now. And he's got a new distributor in here. They did find out that his old distributor was bad, so they did replace the distributor. Do that without dumping everything. Yes, I did. So and they protected it good. Okay, now we will all be here able to set this again. Yep. Going up the intake on number 8. And I've got right at 72% leakage. So far, and with the valve covers off, I'm not hearing it in the crankcase. I'm just hearing it up here. So the bottom end, oh, I can feel the air blowing out that one. The intake, nothing at the exhaust on number 6, and that's 85% leakage. And number 4. Out the intake again. That intake's bad. 95% leakage on that one. And number 2. Still set on 0. Okay, that one's not there. Not there. That is a little bit of ring issue. And I'm in the moderate range. About 55%. Yeah. So number 2's got a ring issue, evidently. Okay. Well, interesting. Yeah, that's a very interesting problem. So, yeah. Okay. Got the head bolts out, rocker arms off. Wasn't going to bore you guys with it again. I took the rocker arms clear off, double checked. I don't know what's going on. I guess we'll get them off and we'll check them out. See if we see anything obvious. But somebody told me, well, if you got that much leakage, I said, well, that might be the difference between a cold motor and a hot motor. Right now I did my leakage test on a cold motor, but it shouldn't be leaking whether it's cold or hot. There shouldn't be any leaks. So, I don't know. I just love it when I kind of get treated like I'm a new kid on the block and this is my first motor. Oh, buddy. Not even close to being my first motor. It's closer to being my last motor than it is the first motor. So, well, let's see. I guess it's that time. Oh, well, gasket stuck, that's for sure. Where's that? Okay. Okay, there we go. Just a little pop. Well. Cylinders feel really good. Look really good. Got a pretty clean burn. No real obvious signs, but I'm going to have to get the ring compressor out, and we're going to have to take the ring compressor to it. The ring compressor's spring compressor. That gasket comes off. The head gasket looks good. There's a little bit of carbon already on here, but you know, the head gasket looks good. The head doesn't have obvious signs. Alright, we'll get the valve spring compressor out here and check that a little later. But well, let's see. I mean, well, there's no obvious signs why number 2 should have been leaking in. There's no scoring, no scratches, no. This thing looks really freaking good. Really. Yep, we did go 40 over, okay. I mean, the burn pattern's almost exactly the same on all the pistons, except for number 6. And that had the leaky intake valve, and that's different. Alright, well, yeah. We'll move this. Oh my god, that thing. Move that. Alright. Okay, let's pop this one off. Whoa! That's not good. Yeah, that's not good at all. 3 and 5 had a blowed head gasket. Why? Somewhere somebody's not telling the whole truth, or something's just not adding up with this now. Yeah, I'll get things lined up and we'll check the piston deck clearance, but yeah, it's going to be going off and getting decked. Why? Now, number 7 was another problem. Cylinder, well, number 7 has got a real, here, you know what, I'll show you guys these burn patterns. Okay, there's number 1, 3, 5, there's 3, I mean, and 1, 5, look at number 7, almost clean, dirty, and just blackened a little. And then here's number 2, 4, 6, and 8. There's the burn patterns. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Okay, well, I got the heads off. They are standing there. And that rose gasket stuck to that side of the head, and it's left me with a lot of questions on what's happened, because he verifies and he says it never got over 205 degrees, but I don't know. I'm still kind of blaming the heads because of green casting, but they were run a couple of nights and had a couple of heat cycles. I don't know. Oh, bless you, cat. So I'm kind of sitting here scratching my head because I use the same parts other than the pistons, but I use the same gaskets that I ran for years, and those head gaskets I'd get 20 to 30 nights out of them, and you guys are going to cringe. There's times I even reused them and ran them more. When I reused them, I just sprayed them with copper coat, put them on, because I mean, you had a claim, you didn't really care as long as it made it a few nights, got you down. Yeah, I actually reused head gaskets. Crazy, huh? And those motors won. But the gaskets of today, they rip, tear. There's no saving them. Not that I do that anymore anyway. Cheap insurance. Now if it was for me in my race car, if I saved them, maybe. But no. Somebody else's, no, it's new all the way. So okay, I'm going to look at this, and I got no, you don't. I know, because the block was all checked and everything, and should have never had. Oh, okay, cool. Somebody just gave me a part number to a cam for the Alright, I'll be back. I'm flustered now. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up before I forget where I'm at. I already am, but I just talked to the owner on this, told him what was more like. We're going to end up doing a complete rebuild on this. Well, I shouldn't say complete. Unless I find, I've turned the, I'm having one of those days. The sun's shining, I've had a great day, things are happening. Yeah. I grabbed the harmonic balancer, spun the motor over. There's nothing tight, no weird feelings, no nothing in the bottom end. Cylinders look great. The only thing in question is, and like I told him, I'm still not 100% sure, and the other guy that I've talked to about with this, he says water pump and radiator, he says there was too much heat in the center of the motor, which kind of, well, yeah, the head gasket's starting to go, so there's like a circulation problem, or we're going to have to verify that the temp gauge is working correctly, and not like the one on my engine stand where it says it's hot, and then you temp it with a known good temp. Well, I got a new temp gauge on there now, that's right. But the old one was reading hotter than what it was. And yeah, so we're going to have to verify. And he said on the dyno, so, but if it was the same, well, it's an electric sensor. And it was up in the intake, so I don't know. Of course. Okay, I'll try this again. If I don't answer my kid, then yeah, anyway. So I don't know what I was even saying, but yeah, so this motor's going to have to be taken down, cleaned, washed. The block needs to be decked. The heads need to be checked for straightness and CC'd to make sure they are the true CC that they were supposedly manufactured for. And if they're over, then we can shave them and get them to that CC. And then we can go with new head gaskets and bolts and yeah. I don't even know what I was talking about before the phone rang. So anyhow, I guess I don't even know what time of night it is. Oh, it's nice looking at the sun sitting out there. That's only 6:16. Well, maybe I will. No, I got to find something to put the lifters in order, to keep them in order this time. And yeah, so that's what it is. The 383 build, I'm on the search for a small base circle camshaft, and I'll go with a different cam. And yeah. It's man-made, it can and will fail. It's frustrating. I mean, it should have got my record, most. Whoa. Most of my old stock car motors went 20 to 22 nights before we had any troubles. And I basically duplicated that, except for playing with the longer rod to try and give it a little bit more oomph out of the corners. But yeah, so what was that? How'd they say that? We have the technology to build it and make it better now, better parts than what was available 20 to 25 years ago. So I guess it is what it is. It's yeah. So now it's kind of got me rethinking on the 60 over. I haven't bolted the heads on that, thank goodness. I'm about ready to recheck the piston, the deck height, and see if it's good. I'm almost to the point where I'd rather have that zero decked and this one zero decked. So be it. So there are ways. There are ways. So, like I said, I guess I'm gonna wrap this up. I just kind of excited and kind of going. So, see y'all later. The warm weather's finally here, and we can. Yes. So, lots of things starting to line up. Yes, some work's finally starting to roll in, and just got to keep the health. Keep moving. See you later. Have a good one.